Andy with the Rad Company, and welcome to another Relatable Garage Tour, where in today's video we are at Tom's, the owner of Buff Brite, who invited us over for a garage tour. So let's see what's behind this door here.
Anthony!
Tom, what's going on?
Hey, how's it
man?
going? Let me shut this up.
Little pinball action?
Well, you know.
Okay.
Us old guys, we have our video games that we kind of got used to, and that's mine.
Can I play that later? Is that possible?
Absolutely, as long as you want.
Okay, all right. So, thank you for having us over here for the Relatable Garage Tour, and you're aware of this series, right?
I am. I love it.
Okay, so the idea behind this whole thing, I mean, this is, first impression's pretty incredible, but typically what we do is we start off with just kind of getting to know how long you've been in the home for, and then also what the square footage of this space is.
So this space right here, and yeah, we've been here 26 years now, so
okay.
Mostly this is an accumulation of stuff my wife will not let me put in the house.
Perfect.
So
yes.
That's what a definition of a man cave is.
Yeah.
It just kind of gets you there. But it's, let me think, 36 by 24 in this space right here.
Okay.
And it started out back in 95 when we built the place, just stock concrete, nothing fancy.
Yeah, OEM.
OEM, and then we moved our way up to finally painting the walls. It was an unfinished space.
Okay.
But this last summer, we kind of decided, you know, my wife didn't like the garage so much because it was cold, it was dingy, it didn't have a lot of character. So we've slowly built it up to what I wanted and what she would maybe want to hang out in. So
okay. Cool.
That's why we have these chairs, because the wife wants a place to sit.
Very nice.
I bring her out here and
yeah, absolutely.
But me and my kids, we've restored everything from golf carts to you know, old Camaros, you name it. So it's been a fun space.
There's so many cool little trinkets, and there's so many other cool little things and touches that you've made to this thing, and I'm excited to start diving into all of those. So tell me what you've done to kind of paint these walls to make it feel a little bit more homey and definitely more detail oriented.
You bet. It's kind of my own personal touch on what work. Like I said, the walls are just painted, textured walls. My cousin and I hung the sheetrock ourselves.
Okay.
So this whole shop, we framed it ourselves. I painted it myself. Everything has been just kind of very inexpensive to do.
Okay.
We decided on this old 50s kind of retro theme with the red and the black and the white, and it just kind of plays on it. But then we wanted a little more pop. So over the years, I've collected lots of things. You can see I've got old die-cast cars here and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
But I started collecting old license plates.
Yeah.
So everybody I knew, because I was in the supply business for years, so I'd ask all my detailers, hey guys, save me those plates. Whenever you get plates in off of a used car, save it for me. So I ended up with mountains of plates.
Yeah.
And I thought, what a better use for the plates than to wainscot the room.
Yeah.
And so that's what we did, and it's been kind of a fun touch.
Okay.
And then a lot of little signs that I've picked up, even an old bus stop sign, which if you plug it in actually works.
I think I saw a Meridian school bus missing a stop sign, so I guess that's where that one.
Deniability,
okay.
It wasn't me.
All right, wasn't you. But no, I absolutely love it. I like the color scheme, looks great. The fact that you found, these are curtains right here that you found to match. Was that luck, or is that?
No, we went to a tarp shop, you know, that makes all the vinyl that you can, and we gave them the dimensions, and I thought, you know, what better way to do that than to just make those curtains, and then we put up a shower rod up there, and those are shower things, so it
slides open. Yeah,
it's redneck, but you know, that's all right.
It gets the job done. So this is really cool what you did down here. So talk to me about why you. Let's see. What is that?
So if you've ever been in a shop space like this, you know that it has to taper as you go towards the door.
Yeah.
So if you spray water, it always drains that way.
Yeah.
But that leaves you with, at one end, a big spot of concrete like this, where your sheetrock ends and the stock OEM concrete begins down there. And it kind of tapers up this way. So at this end, there might only be 2 inches of exposed foundation.
Okay.
But at the other end, there's that much because we have to cover it. So
gotcha.
What we did, and it was inexpensive, we went down to a heating and air conditioning contractor, had them take some stainless steel, had them snap it in the size we want, and then we just had them bend it. And that way it kind of L's out, gives us that little spot, and then we riveted it to the walls, rivets just worked better. You could screw it there, it's no big issue, but and that way it gave us an even reveal on that base all the way around, and it was, I think the whole thing cost like $120.
Oh yeah,
the whole room.
yeah. No, that it looks really good. I think it really does look the part, and so I really dig that. So I guess going from there, right? Because the next thing that we're drawing our attention to is the flooring beneath us. So what flooring are you working with here?
So we had, and you can kind of see them through here, for about 15 years we had what's called VCT tiles. Okay, you go down to your local grocery store, that's usually what they've got on the floor. Super cheap. We did the whole floor, did it ourselves for $300, I think it was. But the problem with those is when you park on it, it turns the white ones, they were black and white checkerboard, it turns the white ones yellow from the tires, the carbon in the tires. And so after dealing with that for all these years, this last summer we decided, they were running a special at Swiss Tracks, and so we just broke down and it has been amazing. The only thing I would say about it is if you're barefoot and you're walking on this, you'll know you're barefoot. Very quickly, you feel that. But
you look at the bottom of your foot and it looks like you've stepped on an iron, maybe, or a grill, right? Got grill marks on the bottom of your feet.
Exactly, yeah. But the nicest thing about it is you can bring something in wet and it will run out. It evaporates. The other thing that is my favorite thing about it is, since I don't have a Zamboni like you guys have to clean my floor.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I have not swept this once since we put it in June.
Wow. It's very clean.
Everything falls right through. I love this flooring and the look of that pearl. It's amazing.
It makes it feel, I mean, really with any garage, especially with the all the garages we've been going to, you know, it's something that really makes it feel and look a lot more high end, but it also makes it feel like more of a habitable place. Like, you know, to where basically, you know, if it was the OEM stock concrete, right, it still kind of feels like a garage. But for some reason, you know, when you have garage flooring, it really does kind of warm it up and make it feel a little bit more homey. I guess the next step here that we're jumping into is going to be the lighting, right? So lighting is a huge part of automotive detailing, right? And being able to see curvature and being able to see everything, you know, how important light is. So give us a rundown on kind of what you did for the lighting in here, how long it's been in here, what the color temperature is, you know, what they're powered off of, and whatnot.
The lighting is what prompted the polisher lighting.
Okay, this is what gave birth to the Buff Brite.
So the Buff Brite is because right in this corner, right here, I was working on a '69 Camaro. Black. Okay. And I was on the final little bit right over here, the rear quarter panel. And that light right there could have been God doing his work. I don't know what, but the ballast went out. So I couldn't just change a bulb. The ballast went out. And I needed lighting. The car was dead, so I couldn't move it, and I didn't feel like moving. I was almost done, so I grabbed a headlamp first. It wasn't quite getting me there. I grabbed a light and put it behind me. It just wasn't getting me what I needed. I finally just grabbed another light that I had, and I duct taped it to the end of my polisher.
Really? Okay.
I duct taped it to the end of my polisher, and I went, wow, that's amazing. And that's where the Buff Brite came from. Even though we have sufficient lighting in here, I don't think I've changed these bulbs in 10 years. They're just old. They're not even high outputs. They're just regular fluorescent old lights.
Well, so you found a way to basically kind of bring the light to you during a detail, right? Found the way to make it obviously easier and more accurate, right?
Absolutely.
And that's another big thing is the accuracy of the lighting. And so I'm a big sucker for lights, and I like being able to see gloss and body lines and all of that. But I think that the lighting is plenty in here. I mean, I'm not really seeing a whole lot of shadows casted, you know, except for maybe under the Jeep. But besides that, I would say it's sufficient. But when it comes to polishing, you're right. I think that having something that's more accurate is definitely going to be more helpful. And so pretty cool though, seeing all the Buff Brites here attached on the wall, the flamethrowers, right? And so
the flamethrowers, and then these have got the skins on them, and that's our newest thing out. And starting in January, you can fully customize those and create anything you want with your own logos on it. It'll be a neat website.
Pretty sweet. We're thinking Rag Company whiskey logo.
There you go.
Going down the side, doing something cool. Maybe some like oak finish, you know, make it look like an oak barrel, like a little rag company swag
cool.
to it.
I like that.
So very cool. But no, I think that's a great talk. So I guess the biggest question: what is this cabinet? What are these cabinets that you're using?
So these are made by, I believe it's New Age Products. I got them on Costco. They had them. I mean, this whole setup here was like $3,200. I mean, it's worth every penny, and it's really heavy duty, thick, double walled. You're just not going to hurt these.
But
they have really neat features to them, like pull out garbage.
I like that.
This one's pretty cool. I haven't done all of it, but all these little bins on both sides, you can lift them, take them to your project.
And this is probably what I'd probably say. What this is, 20 feet, about 20 feet.
I want to say it's 18.
18 feet,
something like that. Yeah.
So this would take up. I mean, it would fit in a normal 2-car garage. It would take up a whole wall, but it would be pretty awesome, right? You
could put sleeping bags. You could put kids who are misbehaving, all that kind of stuff.
They got locks on them too, right?
Oh, they're locked. Absolutely.
Just lock them in there. But and then keep going here. We have more. I mean, we have more stuff. You know, cans and all that.
More car stuff. Most of this out here is detail related of what you know, what
TRC
what
towels looking pretty right here. 245s, looks like 300s, Pluffles. Heck yeah, Liquidator right there.
Absolutely. These are one of my favorites. When I was in the supply industry, we called these the Ninja Towel.
Okay, all right.
So for me, I'm interior towel, windows, things like that. This was always my paint because I could see if it had the dirt in it. I could see if it had metal shavings in it. You know, if you're out working on a car and you get
black's a good color for that. Yeah,
we love that, and you can't beat these Pluffles and stuff like that. So one thing that I did different is I have a lot of battery operated stuff. So I've got a nice section for all my.
And it's plugged in.
Yep, and it's plugged in and ready to go.
Very cool. This is actually very smart, considering that most of my chargers, they just kind of lay out on shelving and horizontal spaces until I can find a place to put them and charge them up. So that's a good idea, actually being able to store them down in the cabinet and then running the power into there. So I want to talk about, so what is this giant tank right here? What is this thing
So this is a Landa pressure washer. I bought this thing used for $700 probably 22 years ago. And it just won't give up the ghost. I mean, it's hot water, which I never use. But it's cold water. I think it's around 3,000 psi at 4 gallons a minute. It'll move some water.
Do you think Levi's ever used one of these things before?
I'm pretty sure he's a hydro engineer when it comes to pressure washing.
I'm sure he's probably used. I'm sure Levi in the ether somewhere could say, "I've used one of those."
I've owned 2.
He's owned 2.
Levi, you're not supposed to be here. This is my show. So very cool. No, that's awesome. Now, Levi has talked about the output of these and the hot water and everything that they're able to do, and he's like, those things are just absolute beasts. So it's funny to see that in a garage, because is it overkill? Absolutely. Does it do the job? It always.
What man doesn't love a little overkill now and then, right? 1,000 horsepower car isn't because you need it. It's because you need it.
Yeah, it's because you need it, right? But kind of coming around this side here, so we'll kind of talk about what's going on in this corner, because I thought this was pretty cool, right? Some memorabilia here on the wall. We got more tools here in the corner. But this refrigerator here.
Yeah, 1947 General Electric. A friend of mine owns a body shop. He was going to turn it into a kegerator and all that kind of stuff. It still works. It was his grandmother's. But he decided he didn't want it anymore, so he sold it to me for $150, I think.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
And it still works. It's got the old bread drawer down the bottom.
Nice.
Inside, it's probably full of stuff that shouldn't be in there, but
you know what? It looks cool. It looks cool.
It's clean, and I'm a sucker for the old stuff. I really like the old stuff. So
very sweet. And so air compressor. So what are you using for the air compressor here?
I just picked that up. I picked up the Husky because it's silent. I mean, the last one I had was you turn it on and your brain felt like it was going to rattle out of your head. This one, it's just very quiet, and
you have a reel on there as well, right? So you have a reel. But so I have the small version of this, right? The small little guy, and I love it. I mean, it was because I had a pancake compressor for the longest time, and I would turn that on, and my neighbors 2 blocks over could know when I turned that thing on, and it was the size of a small basketball. But I mean, these silent flows, I think Husky has really really done a good job
for
with
the
them.
money.
For the money,
That's an amazing piece of equipment.
It is.
Yeah.
I can't agree with you more. So then there's this, right? So I saw you playing the pinball machine. Seriously, I probably will. I'll play this in a little bit.
You will. And once again, if you look for deals, I think I paid $50 for this.
Yeah.
And then I restored it. So it wasn't that hard to restore, take a little bit apart. Needed a couple pieces inside, but it is a kick in the pants and fun to get out here and just spend a little time when my grandkid comes over.
Yeah.
He can play it someday. I mean, he's a year and a half right now, so I don't think he can quite reach the buttons there.
Get there eventually, right? But that is, I didn't know I wanted a pinball machine in my own garage until I saw it in here, and I said, how can I make this fit? I think I need to get rid of a motorcycle and see what I can do to make that happen, because that would be a lot of fun. It
is a lot of fun. Let me show you this.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to think outside of the box. So I had some old wheels that I'm in this basically nothing. The wheels got my wife treated them to a little bit of a curb rash,
okay.
And so I ordered a couple more, and then so I drilled through them, put some grabber screws in there, and then had a round top made for it. But it makes a nice little end table, coffee table, and I think I'm in it very little. So
very little.
Think outside the box, and you can find something fun to do.
You're into it. The cost of not fixing the curb rash. Right, right. So you've saved money. So now coming over here, so explain what this big thing is to me.
So this is, if you don't have a steamer, you got to get one. The vapor steamers are excellent. These ones are inexpensive. I think Sydney has the same one.
Okay.
Sydney Gwynn, and I've seen it in her shop. Love it. I've retrofitted it. You can put our flamethrower. This has got our vacuum clamp on there, and it's just when you're done with it, you can pop it off there. It's not in your way. Or if you need the light because you're back in an area that you just can't see it, snap it back on. Move it to something else. But same with extractors and all that. We just tried to put light everywhere everybody needs.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't improved the lighting in here. Why would I do that? I have all these other lights here.
All these other lights. You can light up every Buff Brite in here, and it would be like...
And turn the lights off. It'd be good.
It'd be daylight. And then, so next to that, this big guy right here. What is this thing?
So this is just a big... this one's a sniper. It's overkill once again.
Okay.
It's... I think 500 and something PSI.
And it's a steamer extractor?
Extractor,
okay.
Yeah, it's just an extractor. Put a hose on it here and put your water hose on here, and I keep it. I can clean a house inside with it, or I can do cars out here.
Yeah.
It's nice to have it. When you need it, you need an extractor. This is overkill, but I'm all right with overkill.
Okay, right. It does the job. Very cool. So we've seen this portion of the garage. It's absolutely awesome. Again, I like all of the trinkets and everything that you've kind of added, checking out this case over here. Now, I know there's one last area here of the garage shop that we wanted to check out and go see. And so I think it's behind that door.
There you go. So this was storage before. I've redone all these muscle cars over the years, and I had engines in here and transmissions in here and car parts to the ceiling. It was just a crazy space, but I wanted a space that we could do more for the industry. So if we have somebody in town that we want to come sit down, and we got these nice chairs, we could do a little podcast type thing and just talk, hang out. We've got the ability to do that. It makes an area that is nice for us to do some of the shipping. Some of our wholesale shipping will happen out of here. A lot of our other fulfillment comes from other places, but it makes just a nice, comfortable area to hang out. Our two German Shepherds reside there when we're out here working. They're the ones that inspired the for real and all the pet hair removal stuff that we make. So we thought we'd give them a place of honor. But we've got, once again, Husky, and so I love these because they're so rigid and so well made. We put two of them together to create a workspace.
Very cool.
You've got power to it. You've got outlets on either side. You've got the handles here that we can just drop something in and have shipping tape. They're just so versatile, is what I like about it. And we've put things on to show what's in where.
Okay.
And it just makes it easy to organize yourself because I'm really into that. And I think most detailers are.
Yeah, I think most people watching this are definitely into organization. So I know that these cabinets are great. I have one of these at my house. I got it at Home Depot. I think Black Friday is like the best time to try to pick those up because you can get them for cheap.
Oh, yeah.
And I think there's sales throughout the year. I mean, where they're worth it, right?
Yeah,
like I think
$300 a piece. It's worth it.
They're definitely worth it. So
absolutely.
Overall, though, I mean, you had to pretty much completely refinish this area. I mean, you have cabinets inside here because. I mean, and then right above me, I thought this was awesome right here. And you have bike storage up here. And so...
And that's my childhood bicycle.
Very cool. Now,
have you ever heard of a swing bike?
I haven't, but it looks like a good time.
It actually turns on the front and on the back.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, so you unhook that little thing and you can steer like it's like a unicycle with a front wheel. It's
that sounds like we'll have to take that for a spin later. But so this is a little mini split inside here, right here.
Yeah, we love
and
that.
So is that heat and
AC? Yeah.
And AC. Okay, very cool. And you have the TV. So you have 2 TVs in the setup, which is really sweet. And this is a ping pong table.
Yeah, so just roll it out when company comes over and play ping pong. Why not?
I don't think I'd be able to get anything done if I was in this garage. I'd probably just be playing too much, right? So so everybody's gonna want to see. Can you show us how this thing works? I'm gonna spin around because I was asking when we first walked in. How do these bikes come down? And apparently...
You can buy these on Amazon, I believe, even, but you just got a thing here. You turn on the key. You can lock it so your kids don't lower it on your cars.
Yeah.
But, and then down she goes, and it just lowers it down to the floor. And you take off just one of them, or 2 of them, or all of them, and then up you go.
Yeah,
and that's it.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
well,
it's a great find. I loved it.
Keeps them off the floor, right? Creates more floor space by getting them up in the air.
Absolutely.
So very, very cool. Well, we'll walk back out here and we'll ask you just a couple more questions here, and then we'll call it a day here. So this is the fun part, right? Short-term goals. First, short-term goals for this space. Do you have any short-term goals?
Enjoy it. We just kind of finished it. So my short-term goal is to get out here more and to enjoy it with the family.
Very cool. No, that's a perfect short-term goal, especially since you've done, put on all the work. Now, any long-term goals? And these long-term can be like a total dream. It can be a total, it can be unrealistic. It can be anything.
I have a long-term goal. I love to golf.
Okay.
My long-term goal is I'm going to create some kind of a drop curtain up at the front there.
Okay.
So that I can sit out here and drive golf balls into the garage door and
that would be
just have fun with that,
right? They can probably, because we can dream, right? We can probably do one of those projector things. You know how you go down to you go down to a sports place and you can hit the balls into a projector. Maybe we'll get that for you, right? Well, maybe we won't get it for you, but maybe we'll
get that for me. I'm all right with that.
We'll dream about it together. But no, Tom, this has been awesome. This has been super cool, and so it's great to see kind of the headquarters, or at least the starting headquarters of Buff Brite, and see kind of where it was all started, right here in that corner, right there, and where many of them sit. And so. Thank you for having us, right? And hopefully people got some good ideas from this garage, and people got maybe some inspiration. Maybe people want to see a pinball machine in their garage. Who knows? But any last words for our watchers? Any inspirational things you want to leave to people?
Just dream big, guys. Don't ever worry about what someone else is doing in their garage. That garage is your space. Make it personal.
Yep.
Make it enjoyable, and just have fun. And you'll get exactly what you want when you're done.
Heck yeah, right on. Well, Tom, thank you very much. And as always, guys, if you guys want to see more of the Relatable Garage content, make sure to give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below for more, and stay tuned for more videos right here at The Rad Company.